Hello, Cubbies.
Hello, Cubbies.
Hello, Cubbies, and welcome to this edition of Inside the Troop, where we're going to show you what we do in Boy Scouts. One thing that I love about Boy Scouts is that we get to explore amazing places. Recently, we went on an adventure to Buffalo, New York, to visit several amazing places. Our first stop was to the historic Old Fort Niagara. When we arrived, we learned about some of the history of how important the fort was to France, Britain, and the United States, and how they fought to control it. Did I mention that Old Fort Niagara is over 300 years old? Then we got to explore everything, and I mean everything. We entered the fort through the main gates. We ventured into the different spaces that make up the fort, visited the underground tunnels and the places where enemy prisoners were kept.
3, 2, 1.
Saw how a musket was fired, even saw where soldiers fired cannons to protect the fort from invaders, both high and low. What a great first stop of our adventure. After leaving Old Fort Niagara, we grabbed our packs and sleeping bags and headed to the Buffalo Naval and Military Park and Museum to spend the night on the USS Little Rock, a retired Navy light cruiser battleship. The battleship's length is 610 feet, which is a little shorter than 2 football fields. That's right, I said 2 football fields. Once again, all of the Boy Scouts had a chance to explore as much of the battleship as they wanted. That kept us busy for a while. But that's not all. See that submarine? It's called the USS Croaker, and the boys also got to see the inside of it. I know what you're thinking. Where are the torpedoes? Here, here, and here. We had an awesome visit to the Buffalo Naval and Military Park. Then we headed to Niagara Falls State Park. This is what the park is famous for. Check it out. It's hard to describe the feeling when you get misted by the falls. Incredible, awesome, amazing. In fact, you can use all those terms to sum up our trip to Old Fort Niagara, Buffalo Naval and Military Park, and Niagara Falls State Park. All the boys had a wonderful time, and you guessed it, everybody made it back home safe and sound. Thanks for watching Inside the Troop. See you next time.